Hello everyone, what's up? It's me again, Youngmaster3, and now finally it's time for the top 5 of the month, for the month of June. I know this is like 2 weeks later, but that's how it goes sometimes when you're making videos. Damn, my hair just does not want to cooperate with me today. This is the best films I watched during the month of June. And I actually do have most of these in my collection as well. So yeah, let's begin right away with number 5. At number 5, we have The Jacket, which I would describe as like a mix between Jacob's Ladder and the Butterfly Effect in a way. I know that's a really weird way to weird comparison, but if you've seen this film, you probably know what I'm talking about. This is definitely a film that you can barely explain to anyone. This is definitely a film you need to watch for yourself and try to figure out the whole storyline basically. And I would say look up as little about this movie as possible, and you would probably enjoy it. And also, this is definitely a film that I can see myself rewatching like numerous of times because it seems like you might miss out on some things in the film if you don't pay attention to it. Because I watched this quite late at night, I believe, and I was quite tired, so I'm pretty sure I might have missed out on some of the things in the film. But overall, I think this is a really entertaining film, very very creepy and very atmospheric as well. So yeah, The Jacket at number 5. And at number 4, we have this is another one that's in the same type of category, but it's more chaotic and more what the hell am I watching? But in a good note, I must say. But this is a film by Takashi Miike, and the film is called Yakuza Apocalypse at number 4. Um, Once again, when it comes to Takashi Miike's films, they tend to be very violent, but at the same time, they tend to be very weird as well, and odd and strange. Um, for those of you who have seen this one, the frog character in this is just comes out of nowhere and just takes over the entire show. For those people who have seen this, you probably know what I'm talking about. But it's basically about this guy. He's like a yakuza, and he's not the leader of the yakuza gang, but he sort of gets the new powers from the previous yakuza boss because he has some like vampire type of powers, and he has to take over. And of course, people are after him, and people are after his love interest and all that. So I mean, it just goes nuts after that. So and the ending is also, this is probably one of the endings that of the films that I've seen by Takashi Miike. This comes close to Dead or Alive, the first one in that trilogy. This probably ties that in like most what the fuck type of endings. So yeah, Yakuza Apocalypse at number 4, really interesting film. So if you're a big fan of Takashi Miike, that's highly recommended. Um, at number 3 is a film that I've had in my collection for like years, and I had not seen it, and I'm sort of ashamed of myself that I didn't watch it before. But it's a film directed by David Cronenberg, and it has Jeremy Irons in it, and the film is Dead Ringers from 1988. This is a story about two twins, identical twins, that do have the same sort of I think they have the same job because they like working as surgeons, I believe. And I was so blown away by this. The reason why is because this film was made in 1988. And I actually, like in the beginning of the film, I actually started to believe that Jeremy Irons actually had a twin brother. That's how well made that entire thing was. I mean, of course, Jeremy Irons does not have a twin brother, but this movie almost convinced me of that. And doing that, something like that, back in like 1988, that must have been amazing and really difficult to make. So yeah, and this is such a tragic story, but at the same time, it's a really beautiful and really well made film. And I would just say the same thing that I said about Takashi Miike, that if you're a fan of David Cronenberg and have not watched this, check this one out. This is probably one of my new favorite ones. I mean, not the very favorite Cronenberg film, but definitely in the top 5. So yeah, Dead Ringers. And at number 2 is a film that I actually did watch on TV. The film is called The Kid, and this is from 1921. This is a film by Charlie Chaplin, who also directed this film. this is a really beautiful, great, well-made film, and I mean, based on the entire thing, like this was made back in 1921. The child actor, the main child actor in this film, he is amazing. I was blown away by his performance. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, Charles Bronson and all of the other characters in this film, they did a really good job as well. But that kid just blew me away because you rarely see that type of quality when it comes to younger actors. And this was an amazing performance by this actor. So that really blew me away. Really like sweet story as well, really feel good in a way as well, even though it's tragic in some parts. So yeah, great film, The Kid from 1922 at number 22, 1921 at number 2. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. And at number 1 is a film that also blew me away. Now I just felt like I've been repeating the same words over and over again, so I'm gonna try to speak as little as possible. But the film is called Split Decisions from 1988. I mean, there's a big picture of Gene Hackman on the front cover. He has a major role in this one, but he does not play the lead role. The leading man in this is really Craig Sheffer, who I'm a pretty big fan of. Craig Sheffer. I just wonder where he went after the 2000s. It felt like he just decided to appear in low budget. That's weird to say, but I think he's only been in more of those low budget action films after that. But I think his chemistry between, I mean, the chemistry between Craig Sheffer and Jeff, I always forget his name, Jeff Fahey, their chemistry in this film is really great, and I think Gene Hackman puts on a great role in this one as well. I think this is hugely underrated. I mean, it is quite predictable in a way, but it's just the chemistry between all of these characters and storyline. I think it's such an amazing and well-made film, and I think it's very underrated. And I would definitely say that if you like the Rocky films, this is definitely a contender. That this is a film that could have been in that franchise if it was just about Rocky in general. So. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say about it, but yeah, great film. Split Decisions at number 1. Now that might be just my personal opinion. I mean, there's still probably people that think, well, that's complete garbage, because I saw someone said that, oh, the acting is absolutely horrible, and I didn't really understand how they could think something like that when it comes to the characters and the acting. I think the acting was great, just mainly because of the chemistry between the actors. So yeah, that's about it for the video. Now I'm gonna be mumbling on for 8 minutes. Now the next video is probably going to be top 10 best movies and top 10 worst movies that I've seen during 2020, because I should have made that video a long time ago, or those 2 videos long time ago. The main idea was that I wanted to make that with my friend Daniel. The reason why this hasn't been made is because of the whole like Corona or like COVID-19 situation. So yeah. But anyway, keep your eyes open for the next video, and see you next time. Bye bye.